Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Boobies, death and boobies, death and boobies. Nobody's happy with the last season of Game of Thrones. Nobody was happy with season 7 of Game of Thrones. I'm not happy with any of the last few episodes. Endings are very, very difficult for TV because the channel want the show to run and run and run and run, and the storytellers want to finish it off, and you draw things out because you're making money, and stories need endings and closure, and all of those things are what make the best stories. And I've always been a film guy and not a TV guy because TV very, very rarely nails the ending, and the ending's extraordinarily important. All of my favourite stories have absolutely brilliant endings. Lucio Fulci's The Beyond, like everyone's favourite ending. Game of Thrones has really missed a trick to speak to a universal truth that would have really pissed everybody off at the time, but over time you would have gone, oh, that's the only way it could have ended, and that is that winter is coming. It's always been prophesied. 1,000-year winter, a new ice age, destroys everything. Everybody has to work together to fight it. That's always been the prophecy, and that's always been what's been the dread beyond the wall. And it's called Game of Thrones, and a throne is a chair. So you've got 1,000 years of night and winter, and you've got a chair. And mankind are fixated on a chair. But 1,000 years of winter is much more important than a chair. So I think the overall message is that mankind are supposed to work together to fight against winter. And all of your, I shan't bend the knee, I just want to be king of the north, I have to get revenge on this person, is irrelevant because winter is coming. And I think as a microcosm of humanity, which the first 4 seasons, probably the first 5 seasons, did so spectacularly well in Game of Thrones, being a microcosm of humanity, the overall message is, the metaphor is it could be nuclear holocaust, it could be climate change, it could be debt, whatever. It could be a meteorite, it could be aliens, whatever. Winter is coming, and if we don't stop looking at the chair, we're going to miss what's over our shoulder. So in Game of Thrones, the last 4 episodes should have been either everybody pulling together to defeat the Night King, or, my preference, a slow and inevitable death of everyone and everything. I think the Battle of Winterfell, this is how it should have played out. The Battle of Winterfell is just a slow goodbye to everybody from the north. The Starks, everybody. And I think someone like Tyrion or Jaime or maybe Jon Snow gets away on Drogon as one by one we see everybody die at the Battle of Winterfell. Dany, everybody. Next episode is Diplomacy, Game of Thrones, Last Chance Saloon. The Drogon arrives at King's Landing. Guess what? The North is gone. Winter is coming. It will consume all. Cersei, you have to do something. We have to. This is our last hurrah. Cersei's like, I've won. Doesn't get it. Can't get through to her. Imprison them to the tower. Chop their heads off. Whatever. Ho ho ho. That's that episode. Last episode, just the inevitable onslaught of climate change, nuclear winter, whatever. King's Landing turns from orange to blue from day to night. The Night King marches through the throne room as Cersei runs away. He catches her in the corner of the throne room, rips her heart out, turns her to ice, whatever he does. And then he just sits down on a step, his work complete, like Thanos in Infinity War, his work done, and he hasn't even noticed the chair. He doesn't even know what it is. It could be a toaster, because it's just a chair. And that's how Game of Thrones should have ended. Just this inevitable, guess what, humanity, mankind, if you don't get your shit together, it's over.